How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Neil. Having a bad hair day today. Pardon the hat.
Well, I guess our guest and myself, we never have bad hair days unless we just decide never to upkeep ourselves. And, where we'll have a little bit of hair, but we want to shave it all the time. And there you go. Who's our guest today is Steve Gordon. And Steve, you're going to talk about your latest music project, but I appreciate you coming by. And Greg, let's fire up the first question we have for Steve.
Steve, I got a question for you about Broken. Let's talk about that for a quick second. How did
Okay.
you possibly channel such raw emotion into that music and guitar work on that track?
Yeah, I feel really good about that track. The thing that I really love most about that track, I felt like my guitar sounds like it's gigantic. It was very surprising. And just so you know, I recorded myself. The amplifier was in a bathroom. I like taking risks and like putting like sometimes I'll put something in the garage, because the garage has all the concrete.
Yep.
Sometimes I try the bathroom and like the bathroom has like a natural reverb, so I think it added to the sound, and I don't know how, but after I was done, when I was mixing it, I go, holy shit, this fucking thing is gigantic.
You made your own Carnegie Hall. That's fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, you wanted me to go into like how the song came about totally
I would love
100%.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so Ray West is singing. Ray's a great friend of mine. And I met Ray through my bass player Miguel. Miguel was actually the bass player for Brian Howe in Bad Company.
Wow.
So Ray actually moved from New York. I'm from Brooklyn also. Ray's from Brooklyn. So I remember saying to Miguel, this is actually a few years ago. I said, Miguel, I want to start a hard rock metal project, guitar, bass, drums, and a great singer. And I go, anyone, do you want to do this with me? And Miguel goes, Gordy, calls me Gordy. He goes, Gordy, I'll do anything you want. I love working with you. So I said, well, who can we get as a singer? So he goes, how about Ray from Spread Eagle? I go, but he's in Spread Eagle. So why do you want to get Ray? He goes, no, Ray. He goes, I know Ray really well. And Ray loves to do side things and other projects besides Spread Eagle. So believe it or not, we got on a three-way call and Ray was immediately goes, yeah, I'm in. And then I said, well, aren't you in Spread Eagle? He goes, well, right now we're kind of not doing anything. So we started a band, a real band we called ourselves Magnificent Beasts. And our drummer is Tommy McWilliams. And Tommy is a producer, a great songwriter. And Tommy, if you know Richie Faulkner from Judas Priest, the guitar player.
Okay.
So Richie did a band called Elegant Weapons, and Tommy wrote all of the songs with Richie on Elegant Weapons. So anyway, to make it short, Broken, we did Broken about almost a year and 3/4 ago. We recorded it live. My drummer wasn't Tommy then. The drummer was my friend Ricky, and Ricky actually works with Shinedown. He's not the drummer in Shinedown, but I think he's the drum tech. And so Ricky's the drummer, Ray, me, and that was basically like 2 takes live, and what you're hearing is it's pretty much take two.
Wow. And the process of music, how putting it all together and get the final product it's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I mean, give me like the technical side, like
Yeah,
mixing,
the
mixing and
technical
recording.
mixing, everything in
Yeah,
between.
well, I'm lucky. I do the mixing myself, and like sometimes like just so you know, like this whole Steve Gordon MIA thing. Actually, I did it for fun, and then it snowballed into where I'm at now. So like I didn't expect all of this to happen. I put out the first song, which is the instrumental "Pharaoh Lives," and what happened was I put it out, and it went viral in like Europe and South America, and like there and all these rock journalists are writing like, Steve Gordon, the new guitar god. Like, like these articles are written about me, and I'm reading them, I'm going like, you got to be kidding me. Like, I did this for fun. I didn't expect any of this. So what I did was I took advantage of it, and like I contacted, I tried to find like a great radio guy who could get me radio, and I got Munzie Ricci, who is a skateboard. Munzie used to be actually Munzie before he did radio. He was actually the president of Polygram Records metal division for 35 years. So he does my radio ads. And then I got Maria from Adrenaline, who's responsible for, Metallica making it, like, her PR company. I got Michael Brandvold. Michael does the social media and PR. So it's almost like I'm kind of like running like a major label, but nobody owns me.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
awesome. So I want to ask you, Steve. So, I mean, you've been called the secret weapon on so many legendary records,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How does it feel stepping into the spotlight now as the face of your own music?
Like, okay, like again, like I wasn't expecting this. Like, I'm so used to like playing on everybody's record, mixing everybody's record. My name goes on the credits, but like I say, I did this for fun. And then I said, and then I call myself Steve Gordon MIA. It's not just Steve Gordon. So just so you know,
Yeah.
I mean, obvious. So the reason that the MIA, it doesn't mean Miami.
No.
The MIA doesn't even mean missing in action. The reason the MIA comes from, when I did this for fun, I've said, if somebody wants to look for my, so like if friends of mine in Miami, they say, hey, you got anything that you've done? Yeah, go on Apple Music, go on Spotify, look for Steve Gordon, MIA, that's me. But I did it for fun. But the MIA, here's what the MIA means. It means that I researched this. I'm the only Steve Gordon MIA on planet Earth in music, which means if you look for me, you find me this quick. Now, you and me and Neil, if you're going to look for Steve Gordon, you're not going to spend 30 minutes looking for me. You're going to give up.
See, you're doing a great SEO technique,
Yeah.
or search engine everywhere
Yes,
optimization.
yes,
And
exactly.
see, but I have the skills that I could get you ranked through podcasting. But that's my skill set, is the ability to do that. And like, I'm not the only Neil Haley, but I come up everywhere. And we have built Greg Hanna in the years we've been doing this to more and more Greg Hanna become the Greg Hanna, especially if you go to cybersecurity or other things in business, you see Greg Hanna. It's hard. It's not the easiest thing in the world. And, with all the stuff you've done, that's the surprising thing with the MIA. So that's a great technique for people to search.
I want people to find me in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then they find all of your stuff. So what do you think are the biggest projects that you've worked on that would just give people a wow factor? Like, are you kidding me? Because like, this is the first time you're the real voice and face behind not behind it, in front of it with this new album. But like, talk about like other projects that we would be just like in unbelievable awe of.
All right. Well, I mean, I mixed a Morgan Wallen album. Morgan is I have to say, he's the biggest country star on planet Earth. I mixed half of his album called 20th Anniversary. No, 25th Anniversary. And actually, I got that by accident also. I don't want to like put anybody down, but they called a big time mixing guy who's probably in the top 5 mixing guys on planet Earth. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want people to go, you know. So anyway, they called him to mix a song. They said, we want you to do this album, and he charges astronomical money. I mean, he's done the Rolling Stones, he's done Bruce Springsteen, he's done Nickelback. I mean, without exaggeration, the guy that they originally wanted to mix Morgan was in the top 5 mixing guys on planet Earth.
Wow.
So he mixed the song. The record company hated it. I don't know why. So I got a call because I knew somebody at the record company from mixing other stuff for them through my previous manager, Ruben, who died. Like I did a lot of R&B, a lot of um, smooth jazz. I mean, a lot of styles. Prince, Natalie Cole, Aretha Franklin. So I get a call and they go, "Listen, we tried da 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 on mixing the song and we don't like it. We want you to take a crack at it. If we like what you do, you got the album." So I mixed it. They said, "We want you. You're mixing the album." So we talked terms and uh, they loved what I did. By the time I got to song number 5, and there were 5 more to go, they said to me, "Listen, we're kind of in a rush. Can you?" And I was doing one song a day, and they were happy with one song a day. I mean, and everything was approved. When I got to song number 6, and it was actually 11 on the record, they said, "Do you think you could have everything done in 3 days?" I go, "No," and they go, "But come on, you can do it. You can do it." And I go, "Listen, I would rather lose money and have my name on something that I feel is like great than give you the next 4 or 5 songs only okay." So I said no, get somebody else. So they got somebody else, and I was okay with that. So Morgan, yeah, like Morgan, that's a big thing for me.
Wow, Steve,
Uh,
how did you get into playing the guitar from way back when you were a kid, and who were like your 3 favorite guitarists?
okay, so it actually started like like a lot of guys say. I saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan. I was sitting in the kitchen with my grandmother and my mother, and they come on and they're doing "I Want to Hold Your Hand" and "She Loves You," and I go, "Can I curse?"
Yeah.
I go, "Holy fucking shit! This is like, what is this?" I mean, I go, I want, and like, I didn't tell my mother or my grandma. I go, "I'm going to do this." So I told my father, I said, you know, I wanted to be a drummer. So actually, drums is my original instrument. So my father got me a drum set. And what happened is I put it in the bedroom and I'm whacking away, and and I was pretty good. My mother said to him, "No more. I can't take it. This is so loud. I'm going to have a nervous breakdown."
Mm.
So my mother got rid of the drums. So I said to my dad, can you get me a guitar? And he goes, "All right, let me think about it." So I said, "No, no, no, don't think about it. I want a guitar. You got rid of the drums. Give me a guitar." So I remember my dad had a lot of his gear and stuff for his business in the garage. So I went with him in the garage just for I don't know why, and I saw an acoustic guitar in the corner, and I picked it up and I go, "Dad, whose guitar is this?" And my father, I'm from Brooklyn, so my father, in Brooklyn, all these Italian guys have funny names. So he goes, "Oh, that's Bones." The guy's name was Bones. He goes, "That belongs to Bones." And I go, "Well, is Bones coming for it?" And he goes, "I don't know, maybe not." I go, "Well, I'm using it until he comes for it." So I started teaching myself guitar, and my beginning rock guitar stuff was probably, I have to say, my love was like Jimmy Page, Led
Mm.
Zeppelin.
Yeah.
I mean, I would put records on. I mean, that's how you learned it. You put records on, you slowed them down. Um, Jeff Beck. I mean, to me, Jeff Beck is like the god. Like, I don't think there's no. I mean, you can play guitar like a lot, like thousands of people that are even famous, but I haven't heard anybody sound like Jeff Beck.
Incredible.
You know,
Wow.
I mean, you could sound like Steve Vai, you could sound like Joe Satriani, you could sound like Richie Blackmore, but nobody. I don't think nobody in the world could sound like Jeff Beck. I haven't heard it. I was into even Frank Zappa because he was like really quirky and like wacko, but he was a great guitar player. And so like those are pretty much. Oh, and like this is interesting. My biggest first influence not only was the Beatles, but when I first heard James Brown, and there was a song called "I Got the Feeling." It has this drum beat. Doom, da, da, doom, da, 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 da. When I heard that groove, I go, "Oh shit, that is unbelievable. So I started like buying James Brown 45. So like I was like doing rock and like funk R&B, like I mean at a young age, and like I grew up like, and that's how I did got to be like really good with all of the black artists I worked with. I did Al Green, Aretha Franklin, I produced Natalie Cole, um,
Wow.
Stephanie Mills, Howard Hewitt from Shalimar. I did a mix for Prince. I did a mix for Kanye West. I mean, I probably forgot another 30 of them, but like I had a manager, like we grew up together, and he was actually the vice president of black music for Sony under Tommy Mottola. So he was the drummer in my first band. So he ended up managing me for mixing. So my very first gig as him as my manager is Natalie Cole's my first gig.
Wow.
Aretha Franklin is my second gig.
That's
Prince
unreal.
Prince is my third gig.
Wow.
And I'm thinking to myself, is this real? But I enjoyed it. Like for me, it's fun. Like I mean, I do music because I love it. Like I don't do it for money. I mean, everyone loves to get paid, of course. But like for me, it's like I got into this because I just love it. It's like even to this day, when I play rock guitar, I feel like I'm 16.
Well, that's exactly, you have a purpose in life and you love what you do.
Oh, look,
When you
yeah,
have that, it's the best thing possible in so many ways. And I can't imagine the people you've worked with in this industry. And is it rewarding to be the guy that's doing all the mixing and doing all the other stuff to see the
yes,
final product?
yes. You know what it's like. Even my mother used to say, "Thank God you don't do drugs, and thank God you're a music addict." My Jewish mom. So like, yeah, it's like I just can't believe like the people that I've worked with. I'm surprised. I mean, I feel lucky. I don't take it for granted. I mean, I've worked hard to like learn and do what I did. I mean, and actually the mixing, I only started mixing. I mean, I'm mixing like 30, 40 years, but I did it because I was tired of waiting for other people to count on to mix for me. So I said, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to buy my own shit. I'm going to buy my own gear and I'm going to learn this. And like, and I actually worked in a recording studio. They gave me the keys. Eric Clapton, you heard that Layla,
Oh yeah.
there's a big studio in Miami, Criteria Recording Studios. So two of the engineers there that worked with Tom Dowd, the famous producer, uh, I actually when I ran away from New York when I was like 23 years old, and I walked into this recording studio and I said, "Can I speak to the engineers, Ron and Howard?" I said their names. I didn't say of Clapton's Layla. One of them, Ron, comes out and we talk and we became friends. And he said, "You got any songs?" And I go, "I do, but nothing with me." Well, to make a long story short, him and his brother left Criteria and they opened up their own studio with a guy named Steve Alamo. Steve Alamo was the vice president of TK Records, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Bobby Caldwell, Betty Wright, uh, a lot of black records. So they partnered. So I went back there and I played them some songs, and they said, "You now work with me." I go, "What do you mean?" They gave me the keys to their recording studio, said, "You can record here as much as you want when no one's here." So I literally, this is no exaggeration, from 12 midnight till about 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock, 7 in the morning, I recorded straight for 9 years, producing people, writing songs. I had dance hits, Miami dance hits, Miami bass songs. I mean, like I did every style. I had number one remixes I did, and I learned how to operate the stuff they taught me. And that's how I learned how to like really work a real recording studio. But they gave me the keys to the recording. This is a $10 million facility that I had access to whenever no one was in there, and I took advantage of it. And it snowballed. I hung out with Zach Wild when he did Book of Shadows. I hung out with Zach Wild for like 8 straight weeks. Him making that album, he made that there. I was hanging out with Steven Stills from Crosby, Stills and Nash. I'm playing, guitar on something that he did. I played guitar on a Peter Frampton thing that he came in there. Benny Mardones, the guy who did Into the Night. If you could fly, I'd pick you up. I mean, it was like nonstop, and like those kind of like meeting those guys kind of changed my life. But I forced myself into it. I said, "You guys need me," and they go, "Why do we need you?" I go, "Because I'm good." I said, "I'm not great. I don't think I'm the greatest thing in the world, but I know that me and you can work great together." And they took a chance, and now these guys are like some of my best friends in the world. And like, the guys who did Clapton and Joe Walsh and Crosby, Stills and Nash, and I mean, the list goes on. Johnny Winter. I mean, it's just on and on and on. The Rolling Stones, Bill Wyman. And like, I mean, these guys are like, "Hey, Ron, what are you doing today? Let's go get something to eat." I mean, like that's how it is because they live here. So it's like I forced myself into my dream.
So Greg has his final question. He asks all the celebrity guests. Go ahead, Greg, with that question.
Yeah. So I like Gordy MIA. So we'll call you Gordy MIA. But we'll keep that between us and the 5 million viewers and listeners that Neil has on his weekly radio show. So tell me, Steve, what do you feel is the most important thing in life you've ever learned?
That is, should I apply this to music or just my whole life?
Your whole life. This is for, really it's for me. I'm selfish. I love to learn from people who've gone through things. As Tony Robbins says, success leaves clues. And I love to learn from people.
I think my mother used to tell me this too. She goes, when my mother was very happy that I did music, and a lot of mothers aren't. Like my mother, when I grew up, actually said to me, "I hope you're going to be a lawyer or a doctor." That's what the Jewish mothers and the Jewish fathers want. "You're going to be a lawyer or a doctor." "I hope so. I hope so." And I go, "Mom, I want to do music." And you know what she said? She goes, "You know what? As long as you, for your adult life, love what you do, everything's going to work out. The money's going to come, whether you're going to be incredibly, famous, not famous, successful, semi-successful." I mean, like, I started out playing bands, even doing weddings, corporate parties. I've been doing music since I'm 12 years old to where I am now. I've never had a day, and I've never had a 9-to-5 job in my life. And I would say the most important thing is spend your life doing what you love, because if you don't, you're gonna kind of be depressed and not so happy.
That's great. Thank you.
Fantastic advice.
Yeah.
I think it's important. I mean, like the average American lives, I think they say, to like 80, 85, 83.
Mm-hmm.
So when you graduate high school at 18 and you've got probably till at least 83, 84, 85 years old, you better spend your time doing something you like, or you're going to like be miserable.
Totally.
Or if you keep picking the wrong thing to do, you're going to keep changing and changing. Okay, I'll try this. I'll try this. Like I didn't have to try anything else. I already knew when I saw Paul McCartney and John Lennon singing, I said, it's written in stone. I already know.
All right. So Steve, best place people can check out your music. Where can they go?
Okay. I mean, obviously all the platforms, you can go to Apple Music, but remember, Steve Gordon, MIA. If you just put in Steve Gordon, you are going to find 30 Steve Gordons. So, my latest song out is Broken, which I already know is going to hit the Metal Contraband charts around October 27th on radio. I got We Go to War, actually went up to number 18, so you can hear We Go to War. You could hear my first track out, which is instrumental rock track, Pharaoh Lives. Interesting. When Pharaoh Lives came out, the day after, I entered in Germany's instrumental rock chart at number 8. Metallica's number 1, Steve Gordon number 8. Unbelievable. I've been looking. I can't even believe it. So that's what started everything.
Wow. Impressive stuff, Steve. We really appreciate you coming by.
Thank you very
All
much.
right.
I'm glad to be there.
All right. You're listening and watching the special simulcast.